This video is to those people who know me from before. There are a lot of people who have been following my videos for years. I think I started my channel on 2008, I guess. Now it is 2012. 7 years. 7 years. Come on. 7 years. So on my channel you can see how much I changed during those 7 years. And smile comes to my face when I remember my first videos back in the forest, the first simple hermit videos I uploaded to YouTube. It was back when I was living in Lithuania. I was already meditating for I don't actually remember if it was. Sometimes I think it is 2 years, sometimes I think it was 4 years. Maybe I would need to count to see. But the truth is I was not interested about the time. The time is so relative. For many years of my life I just didn't know how old I am. You know, I just stopped counting my age at maybe 18 or 19. At 18 was my last birthday that I cared to celebrate. From then onwards I just I wouldn't celebrate my birthdays. I was not interested, you know, in my age. I didn't know. When people would ask me, and you know, when I started traveling, when I went to India, then Switzerland, then Latin America, all of the time people would ask you, how old are you, how old are you? And I would say, I don't know. What? I mean, how old are you? They repeat the question. I say, no, I don't know. Your age, how many years you have? I say, come on, I don't know, I don't care. They say, but when were you born? At what year? I say, yes, I know that I can count. I can count myself, you know, how old I am, but I just don't need to know. I just don't care about that. People find it difficult to grasp, difficult to assimilate. And at a certain time I just got tired from that and from these explanations. I just don't know my age, so I would just say whatever number comes to my mind. I'm 30, yes, I'm 30. Okay, you look like 30. You look younger. Yes, I'm 30. Yeah, I didn't know how old I was, and maybe at the same time I just didn't want to know. I just realized, many years ago I realized that time is just relative, and sometimes in 1 year you can live more than others can live in 20 years. This is what happened to me when I was 18. This is when I stopped counting my age, my years. My sad experiences, hard experiences in the sect, in the religious sect I was into. And when I left it I was doing really bad, and I just was completely shattered and destroyed, and you know, it was a very bad experience. So at the same time it was a good experience because I had to fight for myself, and I had to build myself from anew. And this is the time when I built myself based on meditation. I was completely destroyed. I was going nuts. I was mad. You know, literally speaking, I was going out of my mind. I couldn't realize what is reality anymore, and I was, if you believe in demons and being possessed by demons, then I was, you know, I would see myself being taken up by not me. How does that sound like? So this is where I started my meditations, because I just didn't have another way. I had 3 options. I was going nuts. But at one time this strongest thing was that I almost killed my brother. Yes. How do you feel now hearing this? Like I say, I would be taken up by another entity that was not me. And I knew that this entity was sent to by the master of the sect that I had left. I knew it, I felt it, that is obvious. And I would be doing anything I do, and in the next moment I would come back to my senses and see that I'm in a different place. I'm speaking something to myself in a language I don't understand. I don't know if such language exists or not, but I'm saying something that I don't understand what I'm saying. I would find myself standing, wanting to jump from the window, from the second floor. Nuts. I found myself going out of the house, going to the shop, naked. Come on. And the strongest experience was when my brother came to visit me. And I remember he was sitting close to the computer, he was playing computer games. And the next moment I realized that I'm behind him, and I had this huge knife in my hand. It was a very sharp knife. And I was wanting, and I knew in my mind, in my body, go 2 steps, this knife thrust in his heart area, take out the knife, over the head, cut it. I just knew it in my body. For example, as if you practice martial arts or something, you just do this movement so many times that your body remembers it. Your body remembers the combinations. So the same way for me was, my body just knew, like as a 2 steps, as if I had done this movement for thousands of times. I just had it in me. 1 more second and I would have killed my brother. I didn't say anything. I just started trembling when I came through this realization. I just started sweating cold. This big knife trembling in my hands. What the fuck is this? I put the knife. My brother had left. And I just knew that I'm about, I would find myself with this knife to my throat. I was about to kill myself. So I realized that this is getting very serious. I hid all of the knives and forks, because I knew that this entity that comes or something, or insane, call it the way you want, schizophrenia or whatever. The fact was that it was my experience. Now, the way you call it, demons, insanity, is another question. But I remember I hid all the forks and all the knives on the shelf, on the furniture, because I knew that this another entity just is not intelligent enough to, or doesn't remember. When I would go to sleep, believe it or not, I would tie my legs, my feet. I would find it difficult. I would try to tie my hands, my wrists, myself. Difficult to do it and difficult to sleep. But I just knew that it is bad. At any moment I kill myself or I kill anybody, and I just knew I have 3 options. Go into the psychic ward, the hospital of insane. Hello? I'm crazy, please, I want to enter. How does that sound like? So this was the first option. The second option was kill myself. Kill myself and end all of this, I had many things going on apart from this insanity. I was very depressed and I was very completely shattered after leaving the sect. All of my life had just became destroyed. Third option I had, go to the forest and start just getting in control of my mind, getting in control of myself again. And this is what I did. I went to the forest, and I naturally found that by being there, and especially by embracing trees, I find that this insanity is kind of going down, and I would feel very like imbalanced energetically. I would feel going crazy, going nuts, and I would feel that after I'm embracing a tree, it feels like I become more balanced, more centered, and I'm more myself, kind of. So it helped me a lot. Being in the forest, from the very first moment, I realized that it helps me a lot. And this is where I started meditation. That became my main meditation over the years, over many years rather. Self-inquiry. I realized that I will continue this video in the next video, okay? Because when the videos are too long, I just find it difficult to upload them to YouTube. So I continue this in the next video. Good? Thank you.